on Iwtv News.
The stretch run. Nurses register one last time. The finish line in sight. The results are in. The Iowa Western cheer team cheers up a storm. Does the sun shine through in the Sunshine State? The comeback kids. It seems the men's basketball team wouldn't have it any other way. Rivalry on the mat. Iowa Central rides in the Reaver country, not just another duel.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. And you know, I got to thinking. Yeah, I know it's hard for me to do sometimes, but the nursing program here has been highly successful. And for some, the end is near. Graduation and then out into the real world and real people. Now, their journey hasn't been easy, but they will tell you it's been worth it.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly.
They will assemble in May and take the Nightingale Pledge. It's a vow of purity in patient care.
The clinical absence policy has not...
Approximately 94 registered nurses to be gather for the final pledge.
We need to make sure that we have a doctor's...
Fifth semester students are getting together to do their clinical orientation, getting their information regarding the different hospitals, different clinics, and different sites they will be at throughout the semester.
From the Center for Advanced Nursing, these future RNs are ready to go from the simulation room to real people.
100%, yes, there's all kinds of success stories from single parents to second careers to even third careers, making a difference and changing their paths.
Surprise yourself?
Yes, very. Each semester that I pass, it's very surprising. I don't know why, but yeah, you end the semester and you're like, I made it.
It is a big accomplishment for me. I have a young daughter that looks up to me, so this is really important to me to finish this and have somebody to look up to. My mom also was diagnosed with ALS, so this means a lot to me to graduate and be able to help her out too.
Your report for that is due in the drop-off.
Excited, nervous, I have a baby coming in March as well, so we're just really rushing through this one.
How stressful has this thing been, especially with a wife and a baby on the way?
Up till now, it's been a hell of a lot of stress, but there should be more this semester, and we'll make it work.
It's hard, but you know it's doable. It's a hard program. It's a long, strenuous program, but we can do it. You can do it. Anyone can do it. If they put their mind to it, they can do it.
In the beginning, it means it's terrifying, but you get through it, you work hard, you stick with your friends and do it, and now once you finish, you can tell other people who are starting that they can do it too.
Absence, but we will allow you to complete the care plan.
Surprise yourself?
Yes, I did.
Our original...
Most important thing you've learned here?
The most important thing I've learned is hard work and to stay organized. And I've learned a lot through nursing school to be caring.
To be a successful nurse is the whole package. You have to have the math skills, you have to have the communication skills, and then you also have to have compassion and empathy for your patients.
When you walk in that room, it's just a good feeling.
It warms my heart. From any room that I walk into that has our nursing students in it, to even going out to the clinical sites, seeing former students who are now working as nurses, just seeing them all over our community warms my heart every time I see it.
To pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully.
It's a profession that's at the heart of caring, a practice that's the core of service to others. Approximately 94 registered nurses to be gather for their final pledge, a promise that is Iowa Western. There have been many promises kept. Now, I did a little digging. How about some of these numbers to actually gauge the pulse of the nursing program? It all began 40 years ago. The program started 1979. Now, on average, just a guesstimate, The nursing program kicks out around 100 RNs and 75 LPNs a year, 94 and 76 respectively in just this spring semester in 2020. Now, graduates are all over the country and Canada. Now, some have gone back to their home countries, not to mention, of course, here in Council Bluffs and the Metro. So the Reaver nursing program continues to grow, gaining more prestige in the area and around the world. It's neat, isn't it? Now for some other numbers. The Tritons come to town. It's never easy. Could this be the year? First, UCA Nationals. This is it for the co-ed cheer team when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is IWTV News.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, such a weirdo, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
she doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Every time I do their story, I'm impressed. I mean, the stuff these kids do, forget about it. The bar is just raised higher and higher. And so it goes for the Iowa Western co-ed cheer team. Now the Reivers once again take their shot down in Mickey Mouse Land and...
IWTV!
Big Blue, here at the Chi Health Center a short while ago, poses for a team pick at practice in Florida. Now, nationals, just a small part of the Reivers routine.
We make them do a lot of things throughout the fall. They're cheering for basketball.
Let's go Reivers! Let's go, Ida!
Football. Volleyball. And on top of that, I always require them to do 8 community service events. They're full-time students and also training themselves 5 days a week. So it's incredible and easily the best part of my job. Passion, unity, being a family.
For your Iowa cheer team.
Not just a team. Being able to separate just being a team and turning that into a family and getting those kids to want to spend time with each other outside of practice.
So after all the hours of practice and performances, Iowa Western does its thing at the Natty. Now the Reivers don't place, but hey, victory is in the attempt. Reivers running indoors. What about the indoor track team? Gaining ground on the outdoor season? Overtime nail-biter is next. The Tigers and Reivers in stoppage time after the break.
I think one of the biggest reasons I chose to come to Iowa Western was the friendly atmosphere. When I was touring the campus, I had looked at a few different other campuses and I didn't feel that they were as close-knit and they didn't have as much to offer. The best part of being a student in the PTA program was the faculty as well as the students. All of our professors wanted us to do really well and they had hands-on experience, so they were able to offer us everything that we needed to be successful in the work field once we graduated.
We got to work with people in our class, so you had a real-life, quote, patient there with you. They would tell you, you get instant feedback on if you were doing something too roughly or too softly, or if you were getting what you were trying to achieve done. You could also kind of experiment a little bit on what worked, figure out how hard things would be to have patients do.
I think one of my favorite moments was when we would go out into the community. So we'd get to help others, whether it would be going out to some of the nursing homes and just getting our program out into the community because not a lot of people were aware of physical therapy and the role we play in the community and getting them back to their daily lives and the things they used to do.
One of the things I love about the job is that you get to work with people every day. You get to see patients as they progress. You get to see them being able to do things that they haven't been able to do in quite some time. Nothing is more accomplishing than having a patient who hasn't been able to walk. And then by the time you're done working with them, they're up walking, whether it be with an assistive device or not. Being able to do some of the daily living tasks that they were unable to do beforehand.
I think one of the most satisfying things is you really build a strong connection with the physical therapist you work with. So both of you, as you build your relationship, you're able to better treat patients and help them get over a surgery they have had or maybe a fall if they're an older patient. So with that team aspect, you're really able to communicate and get people the results that they want to see.
I love all the teachers. It was a very nice experience with the housing, etc. I played sports here. I got to get in the sports environment. It was close to home. It was very affordable, and it met all my needs and went above and beyond.
Conference play is underway, and it's never easy. Just ask the men's basketball team. Doesn't matter home or away, league play is always a struggle. The Reivers, aka the Comeback Kids, say hello to Marshalltown. Now, the Tigers have been struggling, but these cats still have plenty of bite. The Reivers tip off their home conference schedule against 4-win Marshalltown. The Tigers jump out to a 10-zip lead, just hits it. The home team nails its first points just under 5 minutes gone in the game. Jalen Dalcourt at the buzzer. Caleb Huffman, Big Blue, grabs an 18-16 lead. The visitors keep up the pressure. M-Town 36-28 at the break. Tigers shooting away in the second half, out on the wing, and it's 51-44. Iowa Western hanging tough. Caleb Huffman, 3 of his team-high 24 points. Josiah Strong pours in 21. 55-53 Reivers, 7 minutes to go in regulation.
So you gotta have it now, though.
Coach Johnette reminding his guys. Now, Marshalltown just stuffs its way to a 67-62 lead, just over 30 seconds left. Big Blue never says die. Strong, a strong 3. Under 10 seconds to go, Caleb Thornton. And 1, tie game. To take the lead? No. Into overtime, deadlocked at 70. Now the home team gets hot. Strong for 3. How about Thornton for 2? Josiah and Big Blue, a 7-0 run, and Iowa Western outguts the Tigers 86-81.
That is one of the most remarkable last minutes comebacks that I've seen in my 14 years here at Iowa Western. And so the other things we're going to have to correct and get better at, but the wherewithal that this group seems to kind of have is really remarkable. I think a lot of people in the building probably thought that thing was over. And for our guys, the 5 guys on the floor, to understand that that game wasn't over yet was just a remarkable last few seconds.
We came out kind of slow. We kind of had a trend of coming out slow a little bit. We kind of overcame the hump. And once we got to overtime, kind of like Jalen said, like, we knew that we were the more talented team. We just had to like put our mind to it and play together. And when we came together, we came out with the W.
Yeah, we knew whenever we got into overtime, it was a whole new ball game, and we knew if we scored the first couple buckets, it was bound to give up. So we just had to keep pushing and stay focused to get this dub.
Can't simulate what they learned tonight. You know, you can do those things in practice, but for them to see that, wow, that does happen, we can still come back. I think it makes us even a tougher team, in some ways remarkably a more resilient team, on a team that's used to coming back.
The Comeback Kids cap off the comeback with an exclamation point. Iowa Western evens its conference record at 1-1 with plenty more heart stoppers to go. And then there's the women. Different story. This one was over after the first quarter. Talk about domination. Here's Iwtv student Adam Ireland.
Big Blue comes running in against conference rival Marshalltown. First quarter, Ladin Akako off the screen with 2 of her 8 points. A little later, it's Summer Blakemore off the pass. Sinks the 3. Reivers shoot over 51% for the game. Jaden Morris drives in with 2 of her game-high 23 points. The fans are feeling it. Iowa Western a demanding 25-6 lead just after 1 quarter. Big Blue out-rebounds the Tigers 51-20. Haley Burfield puts it back up. Then the sophomore again. Blakemore charges in with 2 of her 10 points. The first half ends and it's IW throwing up a 49-23 lead at the break. Second half, everybody scores. Omaha's LaShawn Sweet with the easy deuce. Coach Vandy and the Reivers make mincemeat of the Tigers 96-34.
We've been focusing on keeping our fouls down throughout the game because we are known for having a lot of team fouls. So that and focusing on our defenses, and I think we really executed those well tonight, and that's why we had such a good performance.
It's amazing. I'm looking at it, and when you can have every single player score and contribute, and I thought we played everyone, it was balanced, it was awesome effort on defense. Like holding them to 1 point in the third quarter.
I think that says something like what our team can do, and like I feel like our team's going in the right direction. And I feel like we just need to build on this win. You know, we got a lot of points, but I feel like there's still things we need to work on to get more wins in the postseason.
Big Blue is now 3-1 for the new year and 2-0 in Reaver Arena. For IWTV Sports, I'm Adam Ireland.
Thanks, Adam. Turning to wrestling, the 4th-ranked Reivers are back home. Now, Iowa Western pins its way to the finals of the NJCAA Coaches Duels. And up next, the duel against an all-too-familiar opponent. Here's IWTV student Riley Teaton.
Sophomore night at Iowa Western, the Reivers hit the mat with rival Iowa Central. First up, 133-pounders. First period, John Klurster, around for 2. Later in the match, the sophomore with the turn. And then, the pin. The Delray Beach, Florida native sticks his opponent. Ida kicks off the duel, sending a message. 141, Daniel Leal aggressive from the start. The cradle and takedown gives the sophomore quick 6 points. Later in the match, another takedown. Leal flexes his muscles for a 13-3 major decision. Home team grabs a 10-0 lead. 2 losses later at 165, top-ranked Isaiah Crosby faces number 5 Ashton Eiler. Eiler dominates with a 10-4 decision. Central takes a 12-10 lead when at 184, Josh McFarland gets the Reivers ship sailing again. The Tilden, Nebraska native gets the fall with 18 seconds left in the first period. Moving ahead to the last match, Iowa Western trails 19-16. Daniel Vargas takes down Isaac Garcia 4-1. Iowa Central wins the duel 22-16.
I was really proud of not necessarily the result that we got, but the fight our team showed. We've wrestled with guys in and out of the lineup all year, and it took a lot of grit to grind out some of those duels there. I was very proud of that.
It's just one of those things where we know how hard people train, and it's not just the starters going in and training hard. The starters wrestle the backups too. Our backups are tough. I'd probably say we have some of the best backups in the country. We got a lot of guys that could start at other colleges.
I feel like we were down, and I had a good opportunity to go out and put on a good show and get the win. And I figured, why not? The best way to win is with a pin. I figured that helped us a lot.
Just want to get everybody healthy and keep working.
The Reivers will face their rival again January 29th at Iowa Central. For IWTV Sports, I'm Riley Teaton.
Thanks, Riley. Now, did you know the indoor season is off and running? A quick update on the Reivers track and field team on the other side.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Look at you.
You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Okay, it's decision time. I want to take classes I need, spend less time working to pay for them. I want flexibility to transfer my credits. I want to get started now. Find your path at iwcc.edu and get hands-on, real-world experience. Start now at Iowa Western.
It won't be long now. Spring is in our future. And you know what that means. Getting outdoors for some fun and sun. And of course, the Iowa Western track and field team continues to get its work in. And I mean in, as the indoor season is off and running. That's right, baby. The men's team wins the 4x400 meter relay. Maurice Thompson, Lee Aaron Burks, Justin O'Brien, and Shamar Deacon break the tape in a time of 3 minutes, 20 seconds and change. Now, Thompson places 5th in the 60-meter dash, time 6:9.5. Johnny Jacqua from the Bahamas lands in 5th in the men's shot put, throws it over 48 feet. Women's side, Christine Irving, 2nd in the 600 meters, 140 plus. Amaya Clark, 4th in the 60-meter dash, time 7.70. The Iowa Western indoor track team, hey, the outdoor season just around the corner. Okay, so now make that 2 shows here in 2020 with plenty more to go. I mean, we've got all kinds of good stuff coming up here in the heart of Reiver Country. So on your mark, get set, go! And so for this latest edition of IWTV News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.